Buckle up, folks, because things are about to get bumpy. The world as we know it is teetering on the edge of massive change. Systems that have been humming along for decades are starting to sputter. Remember that old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? Well, guess what? Things are most definitely broke. This isn't just some doom and gloom prophecy from a late-night comedian. We're talking about real, tangible cracks in the foundation of global stability. The old ways of doing things, the cozy agreements, the comfortable assumptions, they're all being challenged like never before, and you know what? That's terrifying. But it's also a chance to hit the reset button, to rethink the very systems that have brought us to this point. Because let's be honest, doing the same old thing and expecting different results, that's the definition of insanity, folks. So, yeah, the world is on the brink, but on the brink of what? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And to answer it, we need to understand just how we got here. It's like the world's gone to the crisis buffet and piled its plate high. We've got the ongoing war in Ukraine, which has thrown a wrench into global politics and exposed some uncomfortable truths about international relations. Then there's the simmering tension over Taiwan, a geopolitical powder keg just waiting for a spark. And let's not forget the ever-volatile situation in Gaza, a conflict with no easy answers and a whole lot of innocent people caught in the crossfire. But wait, there's more. On top of all that, we've got major power shifts happening on the world stage. The old guard is stepping down, and the new kids on the block are eager to make their mark, whether it's in the hallowed halls of Washington, the elegant palaces of Paris, or the no-nonsense government buildings of Berlin. Change is coming. And with change comes uncertainty, a whole lot of it. Add to that the looming threat of climate change, the ever-widening gap between the haves and the have-nots, and the struggle to adapt to a rapidly changing technological landscape, and you've got yourself a recipe for, well, let's just say a very spicy future. Okay, enough with the doom and gloom. Let's talk about something a little more hopeful, because amidst all the chaos and uncertainty, there are glimmers of opportunity. Take the Levant region, for example. This often overlooked part of the world is brimming with potential. With its young, dynamic population and strategic location, the Levant could be on the cusp of a major economic boom. Think about China. Just a few decades ago, it was an economic backwater. Today, it's a global powerhouse. Now, I know what you're thinking. China's system is, shall we say, a little different from ours, and you'd be right. But the results speak for themselves. China managed to lift millions of people out of poverty and become a major player on the world stage. Could the Levant follow a similar path? It's certainly possible. But there are also risks, of course. History is littered with examples of well-intentioned development projects that went awry, often because outside actors were more interested in lining their own pockets than in helping the local population. So where does that leave us? At a crossroads, folks. The old world order is crumbling and a new one is struggling to be born. The question is, what role will we play in shaping this new world? Will we cling to the outdated systems of the past, or will we embrace the opportunity to create something better, fairer, and more sustainable? Because here's the thing, the challenges we face today, climate change, inequality, geopolitical instability, they're not going away on their own. They require a global response, a willingness to cooperate and compromise, and a fundamental rethinking of our priorities. We can't afford to keep kicking the can down the road. The time for action is now. The future of our planet and our very survival as a species depends on it. So let's get to work, shall we? And let's try to make this new world order a little less, well, disorderly.